Got my first agency from $10,000 a month in January of 2021 to scaling it past $600,000 a month by December of 2022. Our growth consulting business, clientacquisition.io, has spent the last 12 months launching and scaling AI companies in over 70 niches. You need to stop selling AI and start selling systems. We're selling AI growth systems. The founders who get there first will own everything. You're one AI growth infrastructure system away from your first 100K a month, and let me explain. Just like you, I'm hit every day with ads, TikToks, Reels, and YouTube videos promising that AI is the fastest path to wealth creation in 2025. But let's be real for a second here. How many people do you actually know who got rich selling tangible AI tools and services? Let me guess, no one. Except maybe the guy selling the course telling you that you should start an AI business, right? Our growth consulting business, clientacquisition.io, has spent the last 12 months launching and scaling AI companies in over 70 niches. And do you know what we learned? We learned that AI isn't the golden path to freedom that everyone is promoting. In fact, for most people, it's where dreams, skills, and momentum go to die. So many talented entrepreneurs get caught up chasing features, building tools that nobody wants, or slapping AI on their offers that still don't sell. They burn time, cash, and reputation, all while getting further from the thing they initially wanted, which was leverage, scale, and freedom. Now, the good news, and the reason why I'm making this video, is because we figure out how to solve this problem and avoid this trap from the simple fact that we failed more times and in more niches than anyone else. As you guys can see here, we have over 60 plus niches where we've launched these offers in and a database of proven offers that we've sold in these markets. And my goal is that by the end of this video, you'll know exactly the right playbook, the right AI growth system we've used to create results like these for our partners. The first case that I want to walk you through is Hannes case study, founder of Health Sprinter. He was stuck below $40,000 a month and a few months later scaled to $40,000 a week, building and releasing AI growth solutions in the dental market. You have to understand that selling to these local service businesses is not as easy as most people make it seem, because they've been burned more times than any other industry by a lot of these marketing agencies, and they're reluctant to investing in growth. But we were able to validate a 7.5K system, and which Hannes has increased to 9.5K. But what's impressive is that it was only costing around $500 to acquire clients. Imagine investing $500 in acquisition, in marketing and sales, and getting someone, a dental clinic, to invest 7.5K up to 9.5K in your infrastructure, right? Second case study, Wyatt, 16 years old, was already implementing AI voice agents on Air.ai, because it's one of those platforms that first launched the AI voice feature. And in 90 days, we scaled him to $50,000 a week. 5 months later, he was doing 6 figures a month at 16. And when you're making 6 figures a month, you end up making investments that are not necessarily the wisest, like buying an Aston Martin, which I don't recommend. The other case study is Jack and Nick at Inside.ai, was doing around 5K per month. 5 to 7 months later, they were doing $50,000 a month and over 70K in revenue per month. Wencher and Harold, these are co-founders who are actually from Montreal, where I'm from. They were stuck below 10K per month with their AI offer. And after working with us, we helped them pivot to essentially positioning it as an AI growth infrastructure that they were selling for $16,000 upfront in the solar market. Kylie, founder of Adas.ai, she was doing around 3K per month, and after, she was selling $10,000 AI growth solutions in the med spa space. Endo, building and releasing AI setting system in a third world country. For how much? For $5,000. Imagine being able to charge $5,000 for an AI solution in a third world country. And in the first 30 days, he finished his month at 21K with only $2,000 in acquisition. Another partner that we helped scale is Edgar, founder of Camilla.ai, from struggling to charge more than $3,000 in the French Quebec market, which is one of the cheapest markets you can be in, to charging $9,000 upfront. All the results above don't come from luck. They're created from following the same playbook and system that allowed me to scale my first agency from $10,000 a month in January of 2021 to scaling it past $600,000 a month by December of 2022. And the only way that this was possible is I pivoted from selling something that was commoditized, that was only able to charge $1,200, $2,000 a month, to charging $10,000 to $15,000 upfront for every single system that I would implement into our clients' businesses, okay? Now, who is this for? This is for you if you're an agency, consultant, or online service provider who's already pivoted into AI because you know that there's nothing else worth selling. Or you're a builder who's already launched and validated a valuable AI system, but right now you're struggling with the following. You're struggling to charge a premium price for your AI offer or solution. You wake up fearing that you are just another commodity because of how low the barrier of the game has become and how fast it changes. You're struggling with a lack of consistent lead flow despite trying every acquisition channel and trick that's out there. You've tried cold outreach, cold email, cold calls, paid ads, but nothing has worked for you. And you're unable to fill your calendar with qualified sales calls. And even when you do, no shows are killing you. No one is showing up for your calls, right? You know that if you're able to charge $7,000, $15,000 or more for your AI solution and have a predictable stream of qualified calls every day, that making $100,000 a month, even in profit, would be inevitable. And that gap is creating a pressure that 99.99% of people on earth will never understand, which is this idea of you've spent all this time learning, investing, and building this system, but now you're failing to scale it, right? It's one of those things that really hurt you deep down when you've invested so much of your time to get good at something, but you're incapable of actually scaling it into a successful business. Okay? Now let me walk you through our AI growth infrastructure and playbook that we're using to actually launch and scale these offers. In a world where the most qualified people are struggling to even make more than $3,000 a month selling AI automation, how are we able to spin up $10,000 plus AI offers and scale them past multiple six figures, hitting 7-figure a year run rates in 6 months or less? Right? I had this guy, Jose, comment on one of my YouTube videos saying that this is just unrealistic, bombastic bullshit. I'm sure no ordinary person starting from scratch and basic or limited resources is capable of doing that. I'm a front-end developer and dreading to go back to get a job, and I'm struggling to reach 3K a month with my AI automation business. I've got a no-brainer all-in-one automation and web package. I can literally put together a website in 30 minutes to 60 minutes. And he essentially was saying that this culture is so blatantly toxic and victims and addicts of marketing and lacking of truth, not understanding that I totally agree with him. The money is not in AI. The thing we've realized is that we have to model the way the 1% is building and scaling companies online. And you have to understand that there is a gap that the 1% is bridging that most people are not bridging. Most people are stuck with fearing growth because they're selling custom builds every time they're selling AI solutions. They're being commoditized. They're not able to charge premium prices for their offer and have zero predictability when it comes to generating leads, appointments, and deal flow. And this leads to frustration and doubt. While the 1% is scaling past 6 figures a month, even $1 million months, because they have a unique niche-specific AI growth system, they're charging high ticket price and have 80% gross margins, they can predict and create growth on demand, which leads them to being confident, ambitious, and actually achieving true freedom. What we've realized is that there's a 3-step process to actually bridging this gap. The first one is you need to stop selling AI and start selling systems. We're selling AI growth systems. We're not selling tools. We're not selling workflows or one-off AI agents. The harsh reality no one wants to admit publicly is this. It takes almost zero skill to sell AI tools. That might sound exciting to you if you're a beginner looking for ease, but if you understand business, you know that that's the worst thing that can happen. Why? Because the number one rule of making money is supply and demand. If anyone can do what you do, you are a commodity. Just look at YouTube. This is just one video from Liam Otley, who is a great guy, smart guy on YouTube, pushing this AI trend, right? And one video alone has over 1 million views. There's hundreds of these videos with millions and millions of people learning how to build these AI automations, these AI workflows. And you know the result? You end up with a guy in Africa, in a third world country, with the cost of living that is non-existent, charging $44, $42 to implement these same AI tools that everyone is saying that you can make millions with online. How exactly are you supposed to make money and build wealth with an AI company when the thing that you're trying to sell for thousands of dollars, there is hundreds and hundreds of thousands of AI freelancers who are willing to charge $44 for the same thing? The thing that most people don't understand is that you're better off getting a job than trying to compete with the amount of commoditization going on within the AI space, okay? Now, here's the strategic shift we made. As soon as we saw how fast the AI space was evolving and how much hype was flooding in, we knew our positioning had to be different. While everyone focused on the tools, we focused on building scalable systems for markets with money. Here's what it looks like. Start with a niche that has high LTV, lifetime value for their clients, and that's keeping them from scaling. Then we design an AI growth system that bridges the gap and solves that specific constraint. We then package it as a growth asset, not a service or an AI tool, and we sell it for tens of thousands of dollars. Let me use the GT3 analogy to make it make sense. I drive a GT3. The car cost me a little over $300,000 Canadian. The parts of the car put together cost nowhere near $300,000. So how does it make sense that I was charged $300,000? Let me explain. What makes it worth this much money is the knowledge, the engineering, and the precision and the performance it delivers as a whole system. In AI, it is the same. You don't want to be the person selling commodities. You don't want to be selling tires. You don't want to be selling voice agents. You don't want to be selling like, oh, I sell windshields. Or you're the one that paints the car. You don't want to sell commoditized AI content agents. You want to be the one who knows how to combine those parts into a high-performance growth machine that solves real business problems, that generates attention and leads for businesses, that converts these leads into appointments and closes deals, or at least facilitates the sales process, and it also allows them to fulfill at scale. That's how we're able to avoid becoming another freelancer struggling to make $44 implementing AI voice agents or other AI tools. And then we can go into markets like the insurance space and charge $9,000, $500 for an AI sales infrastructure, or going to MedSpa and charge $8.4K, or going to the lawyer market and charge $15,000, or another $20,000 in the lawyer market, or $12,000 in HVAC, or go to mining companies and charge $30,000, or go to Amazon brands and charge $9,000, or going to e-com and scale to $31,000 in a day, right? Going from struggling to sell a $6,500 package to making $31K, or charge $12,000 for, even though we're still including AI voice agents in these offers, we're positioning them as AI growth infrastructures and charging infinitely more money. And we have an entire database, over 900 systems that we've sold in over 15 niches, okay? For tens of thousands of dollars, as you can see here. That's step number one. Stop selling AI tools, start selling these systems that actually bridge the gap for businesses. Step number two, attention and trust mechanism. We are in the creator economy. The best product does not win. The most known product and the most trusted product wins. How do you become known and trusted? You need a lot of attention, a lot of content consumption. The way people buy has completely changed because of the creator economy. And unfortunately, most entrepreneurs still don't understand it, which leads to unqualified people making way more money than the founders who are building great solutions. I'm sure you and I know people who are creators making money that you can't even fathom, but they're selling, literally, I'm gonna be honest, they're selling bullshit, right? And one question I have for you, 80% of everything you've probably bought recently was probably from a creator, or the desire from a purchase that thing was inspired by a creator. Why would you expect your business sales process to be any different? At the end of the day, people buy from people, not businesses. Now the problem right now is the current solution to this problem in the marketplace tend to only focus on one side of the coin. There are people who say, oh, to get clients, you should just focus on getting more attention. Just spend more money on ads, do more cold outreach, do more cold email. But this doesn't necessarily help you stand out because you're just perceived as just another person spamming and making promises, and the market is literally numb to your offer or any promise you can make, right? You don't want to become another person who's like, oh, I'll do this or you don't pay. Or I'll give you $5,000 for wasting your time. Like, that's when you know that the market is numb to every single offer, when people are willing to pay to literally get clients, okay? The other side of the coin is, oh, you should build a personal brand. Well, the truth is, this doesn't happen overnight. I've built a great personal brand, but it took me 4 years and over 1,200 YouTube videos. I can't suggest clients to make 1,200 YouTube videos before they build a 7-figure company, right? You need to grow the business right now and make money ASAP. So this isn't a reliable path for 99% of people starting and scaling their business, okay? Knowing that the best solution has to focus on being able to consistently generate attention affordably and have a mechanism that allows content creation at scale, we designed the following playbook and platform, which focuses on solving for virality and the ability to create sales asset at scale. We built an AI content agent platform that scrapes social platforms, finding viral, niche-specific viral content at scale, then leverages it to create viral assets that can be leveraged to create either organic content or paid ads, personalized to your AI offer. The idea behind this project is, which we're still refining the more offers we kind of like leverage on this platform, was that can we allow any founder with a great solution to have the same edge as creators or top advertisers without necessarily being experts at content creation, right? So you go on this platform, at least this is how we leverage it. You pick a specific niche that you're in, right? We have a few markets that we're adding constantly. We're building a database of viral content. You pick your niche, then you figure out what's going viral, then it analyzes why it went viral, and then you can leverage everything about it that helps it go viral and attract the right person, then get it to create the actual content for your specific niche. You can change the voice, you can have B-roll, you can have everything, right? The output is not yet automated. You can just edit, stitch it together, all the assets, but they're given to you by this platform. And then you have assets that allow you to go viral in any market that you're going after, allowing you to acquire attention for close to free. One of the case studies that inspired us is one of our clients. He scaled a construction business from just leveraging Reels and an Instagram profile. No ads whatsoever. He figured out a way to create AI faceless short form content to attract millions and millions of views, and then convert that into qualified leads and generate over $500,000. Once we saw this ability to leverage content to acquire attention for free, we built this platform, okay? And our clients are also leveraging AI faceless content to also help their clients to drop their cost per lead. From $50 for this landscaping business in Los Angeles, $14 cost per lead, okay? Now, we're not just leveraging this for our clients and leveraging it into their clients' businesses, but we're also leveraging AI faceless creatives and paid ads to scale and acquire predictability in our acquisition. To scale, you need predictability, and the best way we've found to achieve this outcome is leverage AI creatives and a paid advertising funnel. While everyone is wasting their time trying to validate cold outreach, cold calls, cold email, or even people have dabbled in paid ads, but only to lose money, we've been primarily focused on nothing but ads. And because the old belief is that advertising is expensive. And it kind of is if you don't have the amount of data that we have in all these different markets, right? Doctors, surgeons, e-commerce, software, financial advisors, health, fitness, remodeling companies, home care, HVAC, insurance, landscaping, med spas, nursing homes, agencies. We've launched all these offers on paid ad, and we've validated what works on a creative basis, on a targeting basis, and we've built an infrastructure where we launch almost 30 plus AI offers on paid ads every single month. Okay? Now, leveraging AI, if you're not leveraging AI for your acquisition to create creatives at scale, you're not going to be able to keep up, because today, creatives win at the end of the day. Creative is more important than the actual strategy around how you do media buying. Okay? Cost per lead from leveraging AI faceless ads in just like the med spa, dropped the cost per lead from $100 to $7 USD. Dropped the cost per booked call in a construction AI offer that we launched in the construction niche from $150 to $20 per booked call. And it's allowing us to have cost per lead dropping from $50 to $9 in, we have a client going into franchise, targeting franchise businesses. Janae launched ads and in, I believe, 4 booked calls in just less than 48 hours and only $66 spent. $138 spent from Alexi, 5 booked calls, right? Imagine being able to launch ads in 24 hours, collecting 9.5K and have 2 more calls worth 19.5K and only having it cost you $50 per booked call. Would you rather spend 1 to 3 years of your life figuring out how to get strangers interested in your solution manually or in using channels that don't cost money, or just have a system that allows you to spend $50, which you probably would inevitably spend it on Uber Eats, right? I spend a little over $50 on every Uber Eats order, but imagine if every $50 you spend in your business could get you in front of a business owner who will gladly pay you $9,500 for your system. This is what we've realized. AI, creatives, ads, cook, okay? But it all stems from first knowing what actually attracts the attention of the niche you're going after, which before, without AI, you could, if you're not a creator, you're not necessarily gonna have this skill set. And we're leveraging this AI content agent to actually achieve, and then we just leverage paid ads to then put fuel on the fire, okay? Now, the last step is conversions through conviction, leveraging AI sales agents. 99% of all AI deals are lost because the prospect doesn't have conviction or belief in what they're being sold. 99% of all companies that scale past 6 figures a month have an amazing sales process and infrastructure. By definition, to scale past $1 million a year in business, you need to remove yourself from appointment setting and even selling and closing deals for yourself. Understanding this reality, we realized that the only way we could scale multiple AI offers at a time was through leverage and the ability to experience AI before prospects jump on sales calls. What I mean by that is we realized that if prospects don't believe in the AI system before they jump on a sales call with us, they're just not going to buy, whether that be with us or our clients' businesses. Right? So hiring setters or closers would be useless if people don't believe in what they're getting. The first solution we designed and built is a self-selling AI agent and funnel. Imagine this. Instead of having to tell someone how your AI solution works, companies will opt into your funnel, okay? And before prospects ever show up on a sales call, the AI agent will reach out either on WhatsApp or through SMS, let them know that, hey, I'm doing research, learning about your company. So as an example here, hey, AI assistant, Sarah, clientacquisition.io, checking in for your request to start personalized demo. And then once it has found the prospect's website, understood what they do, okay? So as you guys can see here, it audited our funnel. It says, hey, look at your website. It looks like clientacquisition.io does client acquisition infrastructure for agencies and high-ticket info businesses. Once it has that data, then it will do what? It will offer a call the prospect, understand their inefficiencies and why they're interested in AI, then provide the ability to role play. It will literally role play with your prospect and explain how the AI system can solve their biggest constraint. And only after the prospect has experienced the AI and understood what it can do for their business is the prospect offered a call. And as soon as they say yes to the call, the AI literally books them on a calendar automatically. We implemented this in the first client, and in 48 hours after implementing this, so we launched ads, then we installed this self-selling AI system, and in 48 hours, 50% of all the leads that came through were booked on a sales call. 50%. 10 leads opted in, half of them booked a call. That is insane conversions, without needing a team of setters, without even needing the founder to have to speak with any prospect. A week later, conversions dropped, but they dropped to 30%, which is still amazing. She spent $359 in 8 days, got 31 leads and 10 booked sales calls for $300. That's $36 cost per booked call. That's less than literally, you go to the grocery store, you will spend more than $36 buying eggs and all the ingredients you need to make an omelet every day. It is crazy cheap to get sales calls, deals, if you have AI selling and booking calls for you, okay? Every sales call book comes already sold on the AI system, and you don't have to get on calls with people who don't want what you're selling, right? Now, this system is killing it for anyone going after local service businesses, but since we don't just focus on launching AI offers in the local market, we also decided to build a WhatsApp setting AI agent, okay? FYI, all these systems you can check out, you can see like examples of calls or a conversation of them actually converting these businesses into sales calls right below, but all of them are not built on GHL because GHL is not really good for a lot of their tools, their AI tools. So what we did is we take platforms, different voice agents, different conversational AI tools and platforms, and then we build them and then just integrate them on GHL since a lot of the infrastructure is built on GHL. So they're built off of GHL, it's just that they're then introduced in a workflow so that they can be managed and send all the data back to our CRM. Okay, now this WhatsApp setting AI agent, the way that it works is different from what everybody does when they're building a lot of these bots. What we decided to do is we're going to create multiple agents in one, because everyone building these bots creates one bot with one prompt and one knowledge base. But that's an issue because that will create a problem as it will easily hallucinate and harder to literally make it right most of the time. Okay, so what we did is in this AI WhatsApp agent, there's 4 to 5 agents that each have a specific function. One agent will focus on qualifying and educating your prospects, okay? Because we know that content consumption leads to a higher intent to buy, and people will literally spend more money if they've consumed a lot of content. So one AI agent focuses on qualification and educating someone. The next one is focusing on converting them into an appointment. So as soon as someone is qualified and educated, the AI will send it to the next AI agent, which will focus on booking them on a call. If the prospect is unqualified, it will then send them to an AI agent that focuses on downselling them if you have a low ticket community or you just want to send them to a free community. Okay. After they book a call, there is going to be an AI agent that focuses on getting them to show up. So every day, a few hours before the same day of the appointment, the AI agent will focus on reminding them to show up and getting them to confirm. If they do not show up, it will trigger an AI agent that will focus on following up and making sure that they're rebooked on the next call, right? We implemented it in a few of our clients' companies. We have one of our clients, Addy, who's in London. He still working in 9 to 5, mergers and acquisition in London. And he's getting calls booked without him knowing. And even when they don't show up, the AI will reach back out and rebook them automatically, right? 16 self-book, all done with the AI. right? Another client that we implemented it in his coaching business, Michael, he helps videographers scale. 468 conversation initiated, 81 calls booked, which is insane. In the French market, Vicky, 85 conversation initiated, 13 calls booked without needing to do anything. Making 50K to 100K per month is just a matter of time and desire when you have the following three variables figured out. You need to have a niche specific AI growth system that you sell to a niche for a premium, thousands and thousands of dollars, something that you can build once and release over and over again. You cannot sell custom builds every time. The second thing you need to do is you need to be able to acquire attention and trust at scale. We're leveraging the AI content platform that we built and paid ads to be able to create highly converting viral assets, then putting ads behind it and just flooding the funnel with leads, more leads than you can handle. The next thing is leveraging AI to sell your AI solution. If you have these three things in place, it is inevitable for you not to scale, okay? Now, why am I showing you this? You've seen the system, you've seen the results. I believe we're at the start of the biggest shift we've seen since the internet, and most founders will miss it. My prediction is that in 5 years, human-led service businesses will be obsolete. The new playbook that every seven-figure founder is following is pick a niche with real growth constraints, solve the bottleneck with an AI growth system, scale it to 50K to 100K per month, but then productize the playbook into an AI platform where AI agents do 80% of the work. One of our clients has already validated this playbook that we worked with in 2022. He launched initially an agency helping info products scale, created a growth system where he gets paid $15,000 upfront to implement it into the info business, and then also gets a kickback of revenue share on every net new revenue that he adds to that business. He scaled his agency to $50,000 a month and built an app that has AI agents and workflows that deliver 80% of his system. His app alone does, I believe, almost 6 figures in recurring revenue with zero ad spend. So the new mission is not about building an agency. And I don't know why people can't recognize this. The mission is literally about making agencies obsolete by being first to platform. The goal is you build a playbook that is super specific to a specific niche, and then you do everything you can to productize it and build an app with AI agents. Why does this matter? The real race isn't about selling services, it's about owning systems and AI agents others use to grow. The founders who get there first will own everything. And when I say everything, I genuinely mean everything, right? The rest, they'll be stuck using someone else's platform. Here is what we're doing about it. At clientacquisition.io, we've realized that there's only one path to survival in the era of AI. It's to be first to validate the AI playbook and solution, or don't even bother starting at all. We've realized that the only moat in AI is literally speed. It's not the AI technology, anyone can build anything. It's whoever can move the fastest, acquire as much distribution, as many clients as possible, and that realization has forced us to change our entire approach and introduce something we haven't done in almost 1 year, okay? Which is open our doors to GCP, our partner program, and this time to do it for a different purpose, which is to find quality founders, that we can dominate niches and entire verticals by being first to develop niche-specific AI playbooks and systems, which will be phase 1, then turning those specific playbooks and systems into AI platforms, okay? Picture this. We go into info products, we go into real estate market, we go into med spa, we go into these clinic businesses, dental clinics, investment, M&A, all these. Think of any niche that you can think of, any vertical. We first build these service businesses where we implement AI solutions that help them scale. Once we've mastered the playbook to scaling them, then we build apps that then anyone who either in that niche wants to scale or someone who wants to start a business around going into those markets, they leverage our platform, okay? The first person who does it owns everything because it is a way to consolidate fragmented markets, okay? Now, who is this for? This is for you if you're an established agency owner, consultant, or online service provider who's already committed to pivoting into AI, preferably already have an AI solution that you're selling. Okay? This is for you if you're a builder who's already launched and validated a valuable AI system. Our promise, our offer is really simple. We'll leverage the data and growth infrastructure we have from launching all these AI offers in so many niches. Okay? Step 1 is we design and craft your AI offer, growth system, positioning, and based on the niche you're currently in, or simply help you pivot to a better, more valuable market. If your offer is already dialed in, then we don't need to change much, right? We'll then go ahead and create highly converting sales assets, content, ads, leveraging our AI content agent and platform, and then launch and manage your paid ads completely done for you. Generate you consistent flow of qualified leads daily based on your target monthly revenue. If you want to get to 50K per month, or you want to add an extra 50K per month every single month, we base growth and infrastructure based on your revenue goal. Okay? All this will be done with or without you needing to shoot a single piece of content. Next step is we'll install our AI self-selling agent or WhatsApp setting agent to nurture, educate, convert leads into qualified appointments on a daily basis without you having to lift a single finger. This is done in a 3-step process. Phase 1, we build and release this AI growth infrastructure in 14 days or less. We do it as fast as we can. Phase 2, we move into optimization and make sure that all KPIs are good. You're getting 50 to 100 plus leads per week. You're getting 20 plus calls per week, and you're averaging 1 to 3 deals per week. And one of the most important metric that we care about is LTV to CAC ratio. Are you profitable? For every $500 that you invest, are you making at least 4 times the money that you're investing in growth? If you're not, then we need to change something. Phase 3, once we are in KPI, then we get ready to scale past 100K per month, and with your approval, 10x everything. Again, the long game is to build platforms from everything we're discovering in this first layer here, okay? After going through all these 3 phases, you'll have acquired enough clients and data to be ready to jump into stage 2, which is to productize your playbook and create an app with AI agents that we'd be happy to invest in and turn you into a platform partner. Okay? This is the goal that no one is talking about. Everybody's saying that, oh, you should start an AI solution and AI agency. No. AI eventually will be doing all that we're doing as humans. So yes, you could maybe make money in the next 6 to 12 months, but the goal is to become the person that facilitates others to actually build on our platforms. It is the only mode that you can achieve, that you can have, okay? And on top of that, you have bonuses, which are you'll be able to license any of our AI agents or platforms, whether that be for yourself or you want to go into these markets and you believe that leveraging what we've already built could be valuable. Beautiful. You'll be able to license everything that we've already built, okay? The other thing is you'll get access to a team that costs me over $3 million a year to make decisions and solve problems for you. Total cost of goods sold last year were over $3 million. So you're going to get access to growth consultants, media experts, sales experts, any person that you need, any problem you experience, we'll be able to solve it for you, right? And quarterly, we normally used to do these once or twice a year, but I've decided that every quarter we're going to be doing in-person retreats and private mastermind with the top founders. I've realized that the more technology advances and our entire lives become virtual, it's crucial to create a mechanism that allows us to build a deeper connection with the people that we're building with. So every year, every summer, every winter, we're either going to Cape Town or we're going to Spain, Marbella, and just we're sacrificing our life building these companies. Let's also enjoy and also get to connect with, actually build memory. Now, how do you take advantage of this? There's only one process. You have to apply via the type form below, fill out all the information we need from you. We need to review your application and make sure that you're a good fit. If you are a good fit, we will gladly reach out to you via iMessage, WhatsApp to schedule a one-on-one session with me and the head of partnership at clientacquisition.io. We'll then meet, explain to you why we believe in your company, why we believe in the experience and the insights that you have as a founder, which we get from the type form, and share with you the deal structure and tell you how and when we can get started, right? Why are we picky? Because you have to understand that this is not about volume. It's about the quality of founders. The truth is in AI, which most people don't realize, is that the top 1% of CEOs will consolidate every market. We're not looking to work with everyone. We're looking to build vertical monopolies, one system, one founder, one niche at a time. I know I'll be getting messages from people who are just starting out, founders still figuring out their niche, building their first AI offer or trying to make their first sales. So if that is you, you can still apply on the form. If you're not a fit for GCP yet, we'll consult you and suggest you the next best step to take. And including possibility for you to join our AI incubator where we can help you get to the point where you can be fit for our AI partnership program in 3 months or so, okay? If we don't help you win, we don't see the point in maintaining this partnership. So here is our guarantee. If within 30 days of working together, after we've installed the AI Grow system, generated leads, booked appointments, and supported you in your sales process, we haven't helped you grow your top line, aka revenue, we'll offer you a clean exit, refund 100% of what you've invested, and let you keep the entire system we built for free. We're making this a no-brainer offer because we know that finding the right partners is the single biggest factor in whether we accomplish the long-term vision or not. This vision of building probably the next Upwork of how to scale companies, but with just apps that are specific to specific verticals, with a bunch of AI agents that we will design with you is only possible if we have partners that we validate markets with. This is only possible if we actually have partners that are amazing and understand their market better than anyone else. So our job is, how do we attract the right partners and founders? So we don't care about this. We don't even care about the partnership. We care about stage 2. So if this resonates with you, then please apply. We have a limited about every quarter, so we don't necessarily do this. We don't necessarily onboard people every single month. We do this quarterly. So highly recommend that you guys apply. And if you're a good fit, I would love to speak with you. Bye-bye.